Mount Elgon is very key area where we get a lot of rivers.
In Mount Elgon is 50,500 hectares, and much of it is indigenous forest with indigenous trees, but also have pockets of plantations that are planted for economic benefit of the people of Kenya, about close to 1,000 hectares. In Bungoma County, it supports the livelihood of so many populations. We have close to 1 million people in Bungoma who depend on the waters from the mountain.
Tulikuwa na maji karibu, lakini kwa sababu ya kukata hii miti, maji sasa yamesonga iko mbali. Tunaenda kwa mito mikubwa. Tulikuwa na some streams, hata hapa karibu tulikuwa na streams na maji. Upande hiyo ingine ma streams ziko, lakini sasa hakuna, zilikauka. From 2016 mito ikaanza kupotea. Hata mpaka sasa tuko na wasiwasi kabisa. Ndio hata hapa ndio wameanza kuchimba hii kisima sababu hakuna mahali wanaenda maji sasa.
We have gone on to destroy Mount Elgon water tower, the Cherengani Hills, which supply this problem. And you see, it has the effect is very big. If we don't get water to feed Lake Victoria, where will the Nile River come from? It has an effect, a big, larger effect. It is not just affecting Kenya or Tanzania or Uganda. It will affect most of the African countries.
Tumepata kiangazi kwa maana miti imepunguka. Tungeomba serikali wakuja waongee na watu wetu, alafu tuone kama ni kupanda miti tusaidiane ndipo tupate maji mingi.
Majority of these boreholes are not getting dry. The effects we have caused them ourselves because the water levels are going down. When water levels go down because there is nowhere where we are replenishing this water supply, the result is desert.
Hali ya maji kabla haijakuja hapa, maisha ilikuwa ngumu sana. Maisha ya hii maji, nilikuwa naenda maji mtoni mbali, nikifika hapa nachukua muda, unaenda tena na manguo, kama ni kwenda kufua inachukua muda.
If the boats are drying up, the springs are drying up, then we'll have a very serious water shortage in Bungoma County. And that's why we need to do more work and rehabilitate Mount Elgon. If you don't do it, it'll be a problem. Because if you look at some records, in 1972, there were 45 permanent rivers that were flowing downstream. A recent study shows that only about 10 permanent rivers. So the rest they may still be in the forest, but they don't move downstream. So that has really affected the people, and so we need to do a lot of planting in Mount Elgon. We also need even to fence it off.
Every Kenyan should ensure that you contribute towards preservation of riparian land. You plant more trees, and you do not. And the government should ensure that the water towers are not destroyed, because that is our life. And that is the only thing that we have, a natural resource that God gave us.
Walete kabisa kama hii forest guards, wakuja wachunga hii msitu kabisa. Na bure tukiendelea hivi, msitu iko inaendelea kuisha.
We need to plant more trees so that we're able to improve on the water recharge to the downstream.
Where the climate change is happening, it is a wake-up call to the world that we have misused the natural resources, a natural resource that God gave us, and He gave us with a reason. Trees were given to protect those rivers, but we have destroyed them.
Nitaambia watu wasimamishe mambo ya kukata miti, kwa sababu hiyo miti ndio inatusaidia hii maji ndio ikuja.
We cannot put the clock back, but can we see the destruction that we have made and make it good for our people?
Yes, deforestation affects underground water, especially when it happens around mountainous and hilly places. You know, forests assist us in the seepage of water. It forms a soft carpet whereby it soaks the water when it rains. The water soaks into this and reduces evapotranspiration, and also you can see it is very important. The water is only the roots. The roots act as the entry point of this water into the underground system. So these are very important ecosystem in terms of conservation of underground water. So there's something which we are doing to conserve this ecosystem. It's a very important ecosystem for us, not only in Bungoma, but the entire region of the Nile Basin. Yeah, there'll be a big challenge in the region, this area, and you know, Mount Elgon is the buffer. You know, the certification is coming very fast from the north, and if you look at the Turkana area, when you're coming from the north, it is very dry, and even now we have a lot of problem on the issue of climate change. We have drought in those areas, so you can see now reaching the Mount Elgon. That's when you start seeing the green areas. It acts as a buffer to these issues of climate change. So if it is destroyed, then as down as Bungoma here, probably as far as Kakamega and down south, I think if this ecosystem is not conserved, then we should be ready to face the song of desertification and its impact.